Welcome, everybody, to a happy rendition of Sports Extra. We're going to keep it positive just to start because home team, Brandon Leak and I, we're talking about another Falcons loss.
Once again, we bought in, and once again, we didn't get the returns, Maria.
But welcome to the show. I'm happy to have you.
Let's start off positive, as positively as we can.
We'll start very, very nicely.
We'll just ease our way into what happened today and hopefully into the future.
Okay, here I go pushing you off the deep end because the Falcons do lose to the Patriots 24-23, and this was a game that honestly they didn't really have any business losing, just in the way that things kind of unfolded, especially in the second half. What was your first reaction? I saw your Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. I saw it. Your reaction was what I expected.
Well, the FCC does not have any boundaries on social media right now. So upset and disappointed. They got what they earned. You were in a position to win a game. You had 6 sacks. You got an interception late. You had a chance to go down the field to change the momentum at the end of the game, and you found a way to lose. That's what the Falcons are doing right now. They cannot make corrections. They cannot find consistency, and it's really too bad when you saw what the defense was able to provide, and Drake London having monster circus catches in the fourth quarter, and you still couldn't run the ball, you still couldn't get the stops, and you couldn't kick an extra point.
Look, you brought it up. Parker Romo misses that crucial PAT to tie the game in the fourth quarter. The kicking issues go back to Younghoe Koo. Fast forward, they make a change there, and Parker Romo looked really good in Minnesota, then had flip-flopped ever since, and now when it matters, he's missing very easy PATs. And remember, he made that 38-yard field goal just earlier in the fourth quarter. What's going on with the kicking game, and how do they fix it?
You can't kick. You got to get a new kicker. And I was the last. I don't think you should be trying out kickers every single week. My partner on the locker room, John Michaels, has said that multiple times. Get rid of him and find somebody who you can trust. You have a kicker in Dallas that has kicked multiple 60-yarders. You had a man today in Jacksonville kick a 68-yard field goal, and we cannot make an extra point on the road in a game that you are dying to win. It just goes to show you have a lot of people who are not executing, and you don't have people in the building fixing the problems.
When I saw that 68-yard field goal, I thought, of course, on the day that the Falcons missed.
Go figure.
Oh, my gosh, so frustrating. Of course, not so frustrating. The defense continuously keeps these guys in games. Jesse Bates gets his first interception of the year. Defense has 6 sacks total. You see Jalen Walker return. James Pierce Jr. makes a showing, both of them on that same play, obviously. The defense is there. They're showing up. What positives can you glean from what they did?
They've been the most consistent unit. They have kept the Falcons, albeit in the Carolina game and the Miami game, in every game this season. And Jeff Ulbrich certainly has used the pieces that he's had to the best of their capabilities, and that's a sign of good coaching. So it looks like we do have a defensive coordinator and a good relationship, a symbiotic relationship between the players and the coach. That's their job. Keep things in the lane. Now, you did get down early, but you can't tell how a flow of a game is going to go. That being said, the defense gave you plenty of chances to win. They gave you chances to give the offense a chance. And now the question once again is, why isn't this team scoring enough points with all of the assets you've invested as first-round picks for this team?
One of the many reasons they're not doing that offensively is because they're making critical errors at critical points in the game, home team. They're trying to string together a game-winning drive. All meanwhile, Ryan Neuzil snaps the ball early. Penix gets a little confused. He gets called for intentional grounding. And this is a point in the game where they had an opportunity to take the lead and to win. So these communication issues continue to happen for this team. Remember, Jake Matthews gets called for offsides in the play prior to this. What's happening with the communication issues, and how come they can't fix it?
It's a lack of discipline and a lack of focus. That's when you have to be your best at the end of games. Now, after the game, Raheem Morris said that the Patriots were simulating the snap on that snap that went awry from Michael Penix Jr. when he had the intentional grounding. But you still had a situation earlier in the fourth quarter where you had to take a timeout after a penalty because the play clock was winding down. How many times does the play clock have to get to 3, 2, 1 before you know you have made a bad situation worse? So these are things that have been going on since the start of the season. We're now past the midway point, and things are still not cleaned up the way they should be.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. These issues have continued to pop up throughout the season. They say one week they're going to fix it. We have hope in it. They do fix the red zone issues. They're perfect down there. Then they're bad on third down. It's just a wooden roller coaster, as one of our guests on Sports Extra had called it before. One more positive thing, Drake London, you mentioned him off the top of the show. A hat trick for him, 3 touchdowns, all of which were insane catches. His day feels wasted, but I don't want to waste it because what a performance by Drake.
Yeah, Michael Penix Jr., the offense, off today, 1 for 10 on 3rd downs, but near the goal line on 4th downs a couple of times, they were able to convert, including the touchdown. It should have been the game-tying situation, and Drake London is clearly ready for the moment. It is somebody you should be throwing to 13, 14 times a game, in my opinion. Anyway, you did that today. Hopefully we can find the balance. We didn't run for 100 yards today again, and where is Tyler Algier? 2 carries. There was a formula. Give it to Bijan Robinson, work in Tyler Algier, and find a way to make that work. That's gone away. I don't know what the solutions are with the same people in the building.
Yeah, it's frustrating because ever since training camp, we looked at this offense on paper and we said they have so many weapons. They have so many pieces to the puzzle that can fire on all cylinders. Now they have a quarterback. I'm going back to what we said in training camp. Mike has had to learn very quickly and learn from his mistakes. It's not just him. There's a lot of pieces not working on this offense, one of which the run game has not been what we thought or think it can be. You mentioned that off the top of the show as well. We knew New England, they were the best run defense in the NFL heading into this game. Run game was going to suffer a little bit, but 3 straight games where the run game, which is supposed to be your bread and butter, is essentially non-existent. Where did the run game go, and how did they get back to it?
It went to the sideline on 3rd downs. When you don't convert on 3rd downs, you limit how many plays you can run for the next series, for the drive, or for the game. And so a situation that where you're 3 for 21 on 3rd downs the last 2 weeks, that's where the running game is. You don't have the opportunities to run plays and implement what was a devastating weapon in Bijan Robinson the first few games of the season.
Here's another thing to mention. Matthew Bergeron leaving the game very early with a foot injury, and then Chris Lindstrom has an ankle injury. These are 2 pieces critical to the run game. Those guys up front, we'll see how that fares in the next coming days. We'll keep you posted on that.